Good Monday morning, everybody. It's me, CP, and I'm back. Hope you're all doing really good. And of course, I'm back on the road again. What else is new, right? It's been a long couple months, but I'm actually kind of getting into the groove of doing this whole traveling on the road thing, going from hotel to hotel, getting into my groove, and working on my project, which of course I'm so glad I can actually talk about it now. So working on the show for ABC, which is just awesome, and the folks I'm working with are incredible, and the transformations are going to be insane. So I cannot wait for you guys to tune in. Now, here's the kicker, of course. It's not going to be out until February or March of next year, so you have to be patient. But trust me, it'll be well worth the wait, because good things come to those who wait. And there's a reason why you have to wait so long, because, well, of course, the transformations are just bigger that way. So it's going to be awesome. It is going to be so cool, and you can see just everything that we've been working on. And because the most important aspect about the whole thing is that it goes so far beyond weight loss, and it goes beyond physical transformation. It's just about this incredible emotional and psychological and mental transformation. And oh yeah, they lose a lot of weight too. So it's going to be really cool. So anyway, I wanted to talk about a couple questions that were coming in, and of course, I briefly touched on this one a few weeks ago, but I really didn't go into much detail. And this question comes in: Hey Chris, we know you're on the road a lot, especially with the special project you're working on, which I can talk about now. How do you keep up with the healthy eating, going city to city, living in hotel rooms on a limited budget? Well, wonderful question, and I did touch upon it not too long ago, but I'm glad you asked. Now, one thing I really did talk about is, of course, as soon as I land, we've got rental cars, and so we do have access to transportation, which is really important. But even in a couple places where I don't have access to a rental car, sure enough, the hotels that we stay at, they do have courtesy vans, and I always have a courtesy van take me to the local grocery store, and at that grocery store, I stock up. And what's the really cool thing about that is that when I stock up, the rest of the crew, they're always out. They spend their days, around breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they spend a ton of money. Well, I go to the grocery store, I drop about $50, and I eat like a champ for 4 to 5 days of the week, and then we move on to the next location. So here's just a few of the things that I picked up at the grocery store this trip, and I'll kind of show you what we got. Now, here's the kicker. We don't have a whole lot of variety, but you know what? It still works. So, one thing that I'm a huge fan of are these steam fresh vegetables. They're awesome, and I got a whole refrigerator full of them, and because we got to eat our veggies, especially on those low carb days. It's so important that we got all that bulk and all that fiber. We're eating everything. Of course, I'm a huge fan of my unsweetened almond milk, which is fantastic. Now, another thing that I always do is that whenever we get to a hotel, if the hotel isn't a suite style hotel, which already comes with a microwave and a refrigerator, you can always request one. And almost every hotel out there, they've always got a microwave and a refrigerator, and sometimes they might charge you an extra $5-10. That's, you're going to save $50 from eating out if you go to the grocery store and you request a microwave and a refrigerator in your room for like $5 or $10 a night. That's well worth it. So I got my microwave, I got my fridge, and let me see. Here's some other really cool stuff I pick up at the grocery store because I got my microwave and my fridge. Sweet potatoes. These things are amazing, and they come already pre-wrapped in this. It's kind of like a. Well, if you guys see, you got those Ziploc steam fresh bags. It's like a pre-wrapped steam fresh bag. You just throw it in the microwave for 4.5 minutes. Be careful because it's hot and that sucker's steaming when you pull it out. But it's incredible. It's a perfect carbohydrate right then and there. So I got a whole bag of these. Of course, my apples. And these things are amazing. I'm addicted to them right now. They call them cuties. They're clementine oranges. And they're absolutely incredible to just snack on them on the road. And of course, when the timer goes off every 3 hours, time to pull the next meal. Now, of course, when it comes to proteins, it's really difficult to eat, to prepare in advance your fish and your chicken and all that other good stuff. So we definitely do a lot of whey protein while we're out here on the road. So I got my whey with me, and I You know, to be honest with you, I'm definitely pushing whey protein shakes for probably 3 or 4 of my meals of the day. Sometimes here's what I'll do. I'll actually go to a restaurant, order a couple, just a couple grilled chicken breasts, and maybe 2 or 3 just side orders of chicken breasts, and that way I've got chicken breast, and I just store it in the fridge for several of my meals for the day. So that would be a lunch and a dinner and lunch for the next day, and it stays relatively inexpensive. So that's some of the foods that I like to carry around here. Of course, I got my stack system, and I just whipped up a sweet potato right before I started shooting the vlog, so I'm eating it right here. Got it all portioned out in my stacks. Good to go. All right, guys. So hopefully that gives you a few ideas. Really, really important, though, as soon as you get in, hit the grocery store. And remember, the courtesy vans, they'll usually take you out there. I always tip the guy about $1 or 2 just to say thank you. Or, sometimes if he's really cool, I'll tip him like $5. But, yeah, just really cool stuff and easy, fast, easy, and fun tips and tricks of the trade to eating healthy when you're on the road. Oh, and another thing, raw almonds. They're fantastic, great source of healthy fats. And we're always eating a ton of those while we're out here. So, all right, guys, well, have a wonderful, wonderful Monday, and I'll see you soon. More to come, and I promise you, we're always going to have some really cool stuff coming up. So I'll tell you some stories here pretty soon. Have a wonderful Monday. See you guys.